In the film 2001: A Space Odyssey, an artificial intelligence known as HAL assists a human crew on a mission to Jupiter, and HAL maintains ship's functions and attempts to make decisions in the best interest of the crew based on changing conditions. It's basically a digital assistant. And right now there is a convergence of technologies that have the potential to create individualized learning environments that can adapt to a wide range of domains, a wide spectrum of learning abilities. Virtual reality, learning analytics, content repositories, and intelligent tutoring systems can change the way people learn and interact with the technology. Technology has advanced to such a point that consumer-level products like Google Cardboard, HTC Vive, Oculus Rift can create fully immersive environments, and now haptic feedback technology is giving us the ability to interact with the systems with touch as well as with sight and sound. And then there's the relatively new field of learning analytics, which combines with existing cognitive theory to allow us to create detailed profiles of individual users. We can make decisions based on these profiles about the ideal format of content and the complexity of the content to present that would be specific to a particular student in that learning scenario. And at the same time, repositories of learning content are being created by instructors and tagged with standardized metadata so that they can be accessed at any time from anywhere for that particular need of that particular student based on their learning objectives. And lastly, intelligent tutoring systems have become more and more sophisticated. They've been around for a while, but now they can apply the learning analytics and take the immersive environments to create customized learning experiences for each individual student based on their needs and their level of ability. The potential of immersive virtual environments in education comes from its ability to give students access to places and experiences they wouldn't otherwise be able to do because they're impractical or unsafe or too expensive. Imagine a field trip in an English class to Alice in Wonderland, or in a history class to the I Have a Dream speech, and actually experience it as if you were there. Beyond creating worlds to explore, the virtual reality has the potential to be fully customizable, so that differentiated instruction can actually not only refer to the method and the mode of the delivery, but the actual environment itself in which the learning takes place. Imagine a virtual science lab in which students are learning about the properties of gases. Depending on the level of the student, the environment can offer more or less complex questions, more or less complex apparatus, and the virtual lab means that students can safely engage in authentic experiments and make genuine observations as they manipulate variables and explore at their own pace. Now, for years, the video game industry has thrived on the concept of open worlds, environments in which the user has the freedom to explore in a non-linear way. Now, there's typically a predefined goal, but the path to that goal is completely in the hands of the user. They can go off and explore on their own. And in educational technology, there's a possibility for self-directed learning, much like an open-world video game. We create these immersive virtual environments. The acquisition of knowledge, a particular objective, is the goal, but the path to that goal may be unique to each individual learner in their given pace and their learning ability. Now, the problem with treating a learning environment like an open-world video game is that when they don't know what they don't know, students may become overwhelmed by the sheer volume of content. If they don't know how to reach their goal, they may become frustrated and give up. The cognitive load becomes too great. So they need some guidance in their quest for learning. In video games, players are aided by non-player characters, or NPCs. These are computer-generated characters who interact with and assist the gamers by giving them guidance, pointing them in the direction of new missions, depending on where they are in the game. And in the world of educational immersive virtual reality, the NPC can be played by the ITS, or Intelligent Tutoring System. Intelligent Tutoring Systems takes a student's profile, individual profile in learning analytics, matches it to the current learning objectives, and then can customize the content to meet those objectives for that particular learner at that moment. Now, it's important, the ITS doesn't restrict the user to a single path. It doesn't focus them in one way, but it gives them options, and it narrows those options down, taking the cognitive load of the open world environment off of the learner and letting them make choices, but giving them the choices that based on their profile would be best for that user. And as the user makes choices and completes assessments and assignments and progresses toward their goal, the ITS can store that data. It can store recommendations that were accepted versus rejected, and it can continue to optimize the experience for the user based on dynamic, changing data as the user progresses through the environment. Now, immersive virtual reality environments have the power to create authentic learning experiences, hands-on, activities in a safe, controlled, supportive way. Learning objectives are set by the instructors, explored by the students, and guided by these dynamic intelligent tutoring systems so that learning is achieved in an organic way. When learners have the power to make these choices and explore, and the choices and tasks available to them are customized to match their current skill level and learning style, the possibilities for improving learning are almost limitless, and the ability to retain that in a meaningful way become much, much greater. The combination of immersive virtual reality and intelligent tutoring systems will create a powerful connection between the learner and the content. They're actually immersed in the content. And as the technology becomes more accessible, these opportunities become available to a wider range of students and instructors. Now, I was reminded as I was putting together this presentation that HAL is an acronym for Heuristically Programmed Algorithmic Computer. Heuristic algorithms can play an important role in developing immersive and adaptive learning environments. But as the crew of the Discovery 1 found out, it is important to retain the power of choice in our learning or on a mission to Jupiter. Thank you.